Today's topic is employee grievance management. Employee grievance management is another important function of human resource management. In single term, employee grievance management is සේවක දුක් ගැනවිලි කළමනා කරණය. Grievance mean දුක් ගැනවිලි. It is highly personal matter. Grievance is a highly personal matter. If an employee is suffering grievance, it affects to his or her personal life as well as organizational performance. Therefore, organizational management has to consider employee grievance and try to solve the employee grievances because of gaining maximum contribution from the workers to the organizational success. These are the learning outcome of this session. Understand the term of grievance and grievance management or handling. Second, understand the causes of employee grievances. The third one, understand the method that can be used to solve employee grievances. First part, definition for the employee grievances. Then employee grievance. Employee grievance is any real or imagined feeling of personal injustice, asadharane. Then what is the meaning of employee grievance? It is real or imagined feeling of personal injustice which an employee has concerning his or her employment relationship. Then personal injustice, the feeling of personal injustice relating to employment condition, employment matters, then it is the employee grievance. The second definition, employee grievance is a state of dissatisfaction. State of dissatisfaction. The state of dissatisfaction can be expressed or unexpressed, present or unpresent. Then second way, written or unwritten, written or verbal, or sometimes through behavior. Then state of dissatisfaction may justified or unjustified, real or false, or real or not real, having connection with employment situation. The dissatisfaction relating to employment situations. The dissatisfaction relating to employment situation may be expressed or unexpressed, or written or unwritten, or justified or unjustified. That is the employee grievance. Then what is the meaning of employee grievance management or handling? Employee grievance management or handling is the handling of employee dissatisfaction or complaint. How appropriate way to bring the solution which gains satisfaction for employee. Then employee management means handling, managing of employee dissatisfaction or complaint through appropriate way to bring the solution leading to satisfaction of the employee. Then we will see what are the features of employee grievances, special characters of employee grievances. Then here I listed several features. One is it may be real based on actual injustice, or imagine, we think imagined based on assumed injustice. Then second one, it may be expressed clearly or not, clearly expressed or clearly not expressed. Then third one, it may be informed, verbal or formal, written. It may be informed, verbal or formal. Written wise, we can present the grievance. The third one, it may arise out of the something relating to employment, organization, or work or job. Then usually we are focusing to discuss employee grievance means the dissatisfaction or injustice or real actual injustice relating to work conditions. But sometimes some grievances can be arise from the outside of the organizational context. It may be personal matters. Then personal matter also affect the organizational performance. Then it may be individual or collective. Collective grievance we can find, or individual grievance are more common.
Today, I would like to share an important topic from the HR, that is employees' grievance. So here we go with the definition. Any discontentment or dissatisfaction, whether expressed or not, whether valid or not, arising out of anything connected with the company that an employee thinks, believes, or even feel is unfair, unjust, or inequitable is grievances. So this is the definition which talk about the any kind of discontentment, dissatisfaction, maybe expressed or maybe not expressed, maybe valid one or invalid one, but it should be arises out with any of the thing which is related to the company, where employee does not feel comfortable or employee feel unjust, unfair, or inequitable is grievance. So this is the definition part. Let me talk, or let me give you more clarity with the help of characteristics of the grievances. So these all are the characteristics of the grievances. A grievance refers to any form of the discontentment, as I have already explained through the definition, any kind of discontentment or dissatisfaction, but it must be related to any aspect of the organization. It has to be related with the any aspect of the organization, then only it will be considered as the grievance, otherwise no. The dissatisfaction must arises out due to the employment, not due to your personal family problem. If you are feeling dissatisfied in your life or at your workplace, maybe due to your family problems, so that is not grievance. Grievance may be counted only if dissatisfaction is coming out due to your employment. Grievance may be voiced or unvoiced. Its meaning is grievance may be told or may be untold. Grievance may be written or oral. If grievance is communicated in a written way, then it is also be considered. If it is not orally communicated, then it is also coming into the category of grievance. So let me talk for the remaining features of the grievance. A grievance may be valid or invalid. Of course, grievance may be logical or illogical also. That's why here is written a grievance may be rational or irrational. A grievance is traceable to perceived no fulfillment of one's expectation from the organization. So in totality, if I would like to conclude the grievance, so I can say employees' expectations, whatsoever he or she is having from the organization, if it is not completed, then there is a situation of grievance, or such situation can be considered as the grievance. I hope you people are having clarity on grievance now. Thank you so much.
Objective of employee grievances. Then why company are considering employee grievances as an important function or activity or area. These are the objective of employee grievance management. Then it enable employee to look their grievances. Then I, as a worker, can look my grievances through the employee grievance management. Then second one, it clarify the nature of the grievance. What type of grievance? Private related grievance, organizational related grievance, peer related grievance, likewise nature of the grievance. The third one, to investigate the reasons for dissatisfaction. What are the reasons for my dissatisfactions? Then fourth one, to obtain where possible a speedy resolutions to the problem. To obtain where possible a speedy resolutions to the problem. Speedy, within short time periods, we can get the solution. If we know I have a grievance, then company management know the worker has the grievance. To take appropriate actions and ensure the promises are kept, then we can get appropriate action based on the management promises. They inform the employee of their right to take the grievance to the next stage of the procedures in the event of an unsuccessful resolution. For the example, the grievance is relating to immediate boss. The immediate boss solution for the grievance is not satisfied. It leading to dissatisfaction again or further. Then we can go another next step, further step. Therefore, to inform the employer of their right, there is a right to inform higher people, high authorized people to get a solution for the employee grievance. Then we will see the benefit of employee grievance handling or management. These are the benefit of employee grievance management. It encourages employee to raise concern without fear of reprisals. Second one, it provides a fair and speedy means of dealing with complaint. Third one, it prevents minor disagreement developing into more serious dispute. Then within the initial stage, we can solve the employee grievances or dispute without going to serious situation. It serves as an outlet for employee frustration and discontent. Then we can use employee grievance handling mechanism as an outlet for employee frustration, reduce employee frustration and dissatisfaction, discontent. It serves employers time and money as solutions are found for workplace problem. It saves in the company management time and money. It helps to build an organizational climate based on openness and trust. If there is functioning a good employee grievance management system, then that type of company presenting a good organizational climate, the climate characters like openness, trust, that is those are the benefit of employee grievance management. Then how to know the employee grievances? Then we need to identify what are the method we can use to gather or collect or identify employee grievances. We can use different method to identify employee grievances. Here I listed basically 4 methods. First one, exit interview. When employees say goodbye to the company, then we can ask several questions from the worker. Why you are going from our company? Then worker can freely express his or her dissatisfaction relating to the organizational matters. exit interview. Through the exit interview, we can gather the data relating to employee grievances. Then, using the available workers, existing workers, we can do a survey, attitude survey. Then through the attitude survey, we can find employee grievances. Then most of the time, we can find some company practicing complaint box or grievance box. Grievance box. Then grievance box or complaint box are installed in several places. Then the worker can write some grievances or the cause of grievance or the dissatisfaction on a piece of paper, then put into the grievance box. After a certain period, the management can open the box and review the grievances employees submitted or employee presented. The most effective method is observation. If you are the good observer, then through the observation you can find employee grievances. Then exit interview, attitude survey, complaint box or grievance box, or observation we can use as a method to know the employee grievances. Then what are the causes of employee grievances? What are the method? What are the root cause of employee grievances? Then here I use example for your understanding causes of employee grievances. First one, causes relating to job related grievances. Example, not capability to do the assigned duties and responsibilities. Not capable to do the assigned duties and responsibilities. The second one, assigning job duties and responsibilities from out of the job description. Then there is no these duties and responsibilities mentioned on the job description. Therefore, the worker is suffering. I have to do these work, but those are out of my job. The third one, incorrect or not adequate trainings are given. Inappropriate training, no inadequate training. Then next one, assigning many duties and responsibilities, more workload. It lead to overload the workers or overload of the works for the workers. Then those are the example for causes relating to job. The second example, causes relating to working conditions. Example, changing the working time and place. Time and place. Many work hazards and unpleasant conditions. Then poor relationship between supervisor and peers. The relationship between supervisor is not good or peers also not good. Then leadership style of the immediate boss. It may be autocratic or sometimes very tough or unpleasant decisions taken by immediate boss. Therefore, we are not accepting the leadership style of the immediate boss. Then it creates the grievance. Then lack of materials, equipment, and other things also relating to employee grievances. Then the third one, HRM practices, causes relating to HRM practices. Then employee wage and salary, lack of salary, low salary. Then incentive policy, incentive amount, likewise. Then promotion, then expecting promotion but not offered by the company. Then there is a grievance. Promotion, transfer, leave, discipline. Those are the HR practices relating to employee grievances.
In my previous video, I have already discussed the concept along with its characteristics of the grievance. In this video, I would like to share the causes and consequences of employees' grievance. So as you know the meaning of grievance, any dissatisfaction or discontentment related to the organization from the entry you take in the organization till your exit from the organization, any kind of dissatisfaction or discontentment if you do have related to the organization is grievance. Maybe you have communicated or not. Maybe it is reasonable or unreasonable. Maybe it is logical or illogical. Any kind of complaint related to your workplace is grievances. So let me categorize the causes of grievances in few broader category. So these all are the causes. So first cause is working condition. So any employee may have grievances due to his improper working condition. So what can be the sub point under working condition? If the working condition related to your job, maybe job specification, maybe related to water facility, maybe your sitting place, maybe the standards set for your work is improper, can create a problem, can make you dissatisfied, and these all kind of a sub points are coming into the category of working conditions. So we can say the employee, if do have any kind of relation, any kind of a problem or dissatisfaction with its or his working condition, so such kind of a grievances also the grievances caused by the working condition. Second causes is the management policy. Management policy related to the wages, related to the salary, related to the promotion, related to the transfer, disciplinary action. If improper, maybe the rules are written properly but implementation is improper, or maybe the policy are unfair and person to person the implementation vary, so people may get dissatisfaction, people may feel discomfortable at their place, uncomfortable at his place. So this is the third category, which is the third one, of course, but here the major role played by the employees, aggrieved employees himself. The person whomsoever is having grievance can call aggrieved person. So aggrieved person do have lots of problem, lots of conflict as a personality or as an individual with the organization are coming into this category. Like if a person is over ambitious, if a person is over ambitious and he is finding difficulty to make the adjustment with his workplace, is the personal maladjustment. Maybe the person's self-esteem is very high, and he don't want to contribute in organization the way organization is expecting from him or her, may come into this category also. So these are the three broader categories which can create a grievance. First was the working condition. Anything related to the working condition which may create dissatisfaction in the mind of employees and making employees unproductive is the major reason of grievance. Second is the management policy. Here, if the policies are improper, policies related to the any aspect of the organization is improper, definitely the person may get dissatisfied. Personal maladjustment is the category where the person is not able to make the adjustment with the working condition of workplace, but still it is a grievance. So let me talk for the consequences. So consequences are the effect of grievance. So again, I have categorized the consequences into three broader heads. So first head is on the production. So if the grievance is not redressed by the organization, so what kind of an impact we can see over the production, that we need to discuss here. Like the person would not able to match it with the standards given by the organization in terms of quality and in terms of quantity as well. The person would be able to make more and more mistakes, and there will be more chances to having the accident in the organization. So such kind of a impact, negative impact we can see over the production. Second is on employee. Of course, if any employee is not satisfied with his workplace, definitely he started remain absent. He started remain uh, insincere. He do not want to make match with the timing of office hours. So if his insincerity will lead to the unproductivity and inefficiency towards the organization. On manager, if any aggrieved employee whose grievance is not being redressed by the management properly, so definitely if he makes more and more mistakes, then manager need to have a more supervision, more tight control, and definitely that is going to stain the relationship of employee and manager. So these all are the broader consequences of grievances or impact of grievances over the organization. First was on the production, where production was getting affected in a negative way, and secondly on the employees. Of course, employees are also getting, or employees performance is also getting hampered, and third, the relationship of manager with aggrieved employees is also getting stained, because the employees is not being productive now, so manager has to control, has to apply more control and has to apply more supervision. Thank you so much for listening me.
Then we will see how to handling employee grievances. What are the grievance handling methods? Then there are several methods we can use to handle the employee grievances. However, I here use several methods for your understand. The first one is open door policy. Open door policy is very effective grievance handling method. This method allow every employee to see the CEO of the company with grievance to settle. Then whatever the time, then worker can go to meet the head of the organization and present the grievance and get the solution. Open door policy. The door of the CEO, the top of the person is always open for employee grievances. That is the open door policy. The second method is quasi method. Then under the quasi method, we appointing a third party person, the person from the third party. Then through the third party, we can get real solution to solve the employee grievances. Then that is the quasi method. Then the third one, committee approach. Then we are forming a separate committee consisting of several managers for the purpose of settling the employee grievances. Separate committee consisting of several managers is appointed to settle the employee grievances. So the best method, one of the best method is counseling. Then through the counseling, we provide support to solve the grievance for the employee participating counselor. Then sometimes some company has separate worker like a officer, like a counselor. Then counselor role is understanding or gathering employee grievances and try to solve the employee grievances. Then the last one, grievance settlement procedures. This is the formal settlement procedure that can be used by the company to solve the employee grievances. The grievance settlement procedure means establishing formal process. The formal process for the purpose of solving employee grievances. How? Involving grievant, the worker who having grievance, and representative of the grievant, the trade union member or trade union leader. Then the last one, administrative officers, then involving grievant, representative of grievant, and the administrative officers company can prepare a formal process of solving employee grievance. Then this is the example of employee formal grievance settlement procedure. Then if there is a grievance for the grievance at the worker, then the worker presents the grievance to the immediate boss. Then within 1 day, immediate boss has to give the solution. Then if solution is okay, satisfied, then the grievance is solved. Then at the initial stage, we can control the employee grievance or the employee grievance, because within 1 day, immediate supervisor has to propose a solution. But we assume immediate supervisor's solution is not satisfied. Then grievance can go to the second stage. Then grievance, the worker present the grievance to the immediate supervisor. Immediate supervisor. Then immediate supervisor has to give a solution within 2 days. Within 2 days. Then the solution proposed by immediate supervisor is okay. Then worker is satisfied. Then within 3 days, we can solve the employee grievance. However, the solution proposed by immediate superior is not satisfied. Then the grievance, the worker can go to the trade union ref. Then trade union represent the grievance of the employee to the HR manager. Then HR manager has to propose the solution within 4 days. Then if HR manager solution is okay, then the worker is happy, then the grievance is solved. Then within 7 days, we can solve the employee grievance. However, we assume HR manager's solution leading to not satisfaction of the worker. Then worker can go to present the grievance with the trade union leader. Then trade union leader submit or present the employee grievance to the general manager or CEO. Then general manager or CEO has to propose a solution within 7 days. Within 7 days. We assume then the general manager solution is okay, then worker satisfied. If general manager's solution is not okay, then both parties can present the grievance to the arbitrator. Arbitrator may be government appointed person or the person selected by both parties. Then this is the third party involvement to solve the employee grievances. Then this is proper grievance settlement procedure. Through this procedure, we can solve employee grievances without any disagreement, conflict, unpleasant situations.
Hi, I'm Mike, HR trainer at Cooperatives UK. Today, we'll be looking at how your cooperative should deal with employee grievances. What is a grievance? Grievances are concerns, problems, or complaints raised by employees about their job. The complaint may be about their duties or workload, pay, hours, or working environment, disagreements between staff members, bullying or discrimination, or perhaps a health and safety issue. It is very important to tell employees how they can raise a grievance and how your cooperative will deal with that complaint. A basic grievance procedure can be found in the ACAS guide on handling grievances, Download a copy at www.acas.org.uk. Any grievance procedure should encourage staff to informally discuss their complaint with their line manager with a view to finding a satisfactory outcome. If the employee is unhappy with the outcome or doesn't want to use the informal process, perhaps because of the nature of the issues, the next step will be for the employee to raise the issues formally. A formal process should include the following steps: the employee setting out their complaint in writing, your cooperative inviting the employee to a meeting, holding a meeting, investigating the issues, providing a written outcome, allowing the employee an opportunity to appeal if they are not happy with your decision. The most difficult part about dealing with grievances as an employer is recognising when one has been raised. Employees may not label their complaint as a grievance, but you'll still need to treat it as such. Ben has raised a grievance about the length of his lunch break. He sends his line manager an email saying that he thinks that it is unfair that other members of staff are allowed to take longer breaks. He wants his lunch break to be extended by 15 minutes. Immediately, you spot this as a complaint about working conditions and know you need to deal with it under your cooperative's grievance procedure. The next stage is to invite Ben to a meeting to discuss the issues he has raised. Ben has a legal right to bring along a work colleague, trade union representative, or official to the meeting. During the meeting, you will want to get further details about the issues Ben is raising and what he would like as an outcome. Take notes of what is said in the meeting. Afterwards, you should send Ben a copy of the notes for his records. You will need to look into the issues further to make a decision. You may decide to look at Ben's employment contract. What does it say about breaks? Find out about other workers. How long do other workers take for lunch? Find out the reasons for the length of lunch breaks. What is the legal position? Should Ben be receiving a longer break under the working time regulations? What is the impact of agreeing a longer lunch break? How will it affect customers and staff? Once you have all the information, you'll need to make a decision whether to extend Ben's lunch break. You've decided that Ben's lunch break should remain as it is, but are willing to offer a longer mid-afternoon break. It's a good idea to meet with Ben to tell him what you've decided and explain how you came to that decision. Your decision must also be put in writing. In your decision letter, you must allow Ben the opportunity to appeal your decision and have his appeal considered by an impartial manager. An appeal will involve another manager reviewing the decision you have made and looking at any new information Ben brings forward. Remember that you should comply with the Data Protection Act and keep all documents and emails relating to the grievance safe. Any grievance raising issues of discrimination needs to be handled carefully. Be aware that if the employee raising the grievance is disabled, you may need to make reasonable adjustments to the grievance process to ensure they are not put at a disadvantage. If you need any further assistance, go to the ACAS website at www.acas.org.uk. Don't forget that you can take a look at the other videos on our website.